If you're over 75, there's one exercise that could land you in the emergency room tonight. Your doctor probably won't tell you this, but I will. A recent study from the Journal of Geriatric Medicine found that seniors who performed this specific movement had a 73% higher rate of hip fractures than those who didn't. That's not a statistic you can ignore. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which exercise to avoid, and more importantly, what to do instead. If you've ever been told, just push through the pain while exercising, comment yes below. Stay with me. Let me tell you about a patient I'll call Robert. Robert was 78, fit, active, proud of his independence. He did the same morning routine for 15 years, including one exercise his physical therapist never warned him about. One morning, Robert's knee gave out mid-movement. He caught himself with his arm, his shoulder tore, his hip hit the floor. 3 surgeries later, Robert still walks with a cane. Here's what I need you to understand. Robert wasn't weak. He wasn't careless. He was misinformed. Stay with me until the end. Point number 4 will surprise most people. 1. The full deep squat. Why your knees can't handle it. This is the #1 exercise doctors warn against for adults over 75. Full deep squats. Buttocks below knee level. Weight on your heels. Your knees have been working for 75 years. The cartilage is thinner. The ligaments are looser. The meniscus, worn down. When you sink into a deep squat, you put 8 times your body weight through your kneecaps. That's over 600 pounds of pressure on a joint that's already fragile. Here's the real-world scenario. You're gardening. You squat down to pull a weed. Your knee pops. Your leg gives out. You're on the ground alone. The solution? Half squats only. Stop when your thighs are parallel to the floor. That's it. Drop a 1 in the comments if you felt knee pain doing squats. 2. Behind the neck shoulder press. A shoulder injury waiting to happen. This exercise is dangerous for every age group. For seniors, it's catastrophic. You take a weight, even a light weight, and press it up from behind your neck. Your shoulder joint has limited range of motion. After 75, that range shrinks even more. When you force that movement, your rotator cuff tendons grind against bone. They fray, they tear. Sometimes they snap completely. Imagine this. You reach for a high shelf at the grocery store. Your shoulder screams. You drop the item. You can't lift your arm for 6 weeks. The fix? Shoulder press from the front, palms facing forward. Weight stays in front of your face. Safe, effective, no grinding. 3. The desk chair squat. A hidden danger in daily life. You've seen this exercise. Sit down in a chair. Stand up. Repeat. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. When you sit all the way back into a chair, your hips and knees bend at extreme angles. Your lower back compresses. Your tailbone takes pressure. Now stand up. That force has to come from somewhere. Your quadriceps, your spine, your hip flexors. For seniors with osteoporosis, this daily movement is a fracture factory. Let me give you an example. You're visiting family. They have low, soft couches. You sit down. You cannot stand up without grabbing a table. You pull. Your wrist twists. Your rib cage cracks. The solution? Never sit all the way back. Use a chair with arms. Or better, place a cushion behind your lower back so you only sit halfway. Drop a 2 in the comments if you've struggled to stand from a low chair. 4. Burpees. Why this is literally deadly for seniors. This is the point I promised would surprise you. Burpees. The full body exercise that combines a squat, a push-up, and a jump. For someone over 75, this is not exercise. This is a medical event. Here's what happens in your body during a single burpee. Your blood pressure spikes. Your heart rate doubles in 3 seconds. Your blood vessels constrict. Your balance center gets confused by the rapid position changes. Then you land from the jump. Your hips absorb the impact at 3 times your body weight. I've seen patients with undiagnosed aortic aneurysms die on their bathroom floor after attempting one burpee. No warning signs. No pain beforehand. Just gone. The alternative? Don't. Just don't do burpees. Ever. Replace with gentle stepping in place while holding a counter. That's it. If you've ever been told burpees are good for you, comment 3 below. 5. Leg press machine, the silent knee destroyer. You see this machine at every gym. You sit back. You push a platform with your feet. For seniors, this is a lawsuit waiting to happen. Here's the problem. The leg press locks your knees into a fixed position. Your muscles work, but your joints don't move naturally. When you push heavy weight, your kneecaps jam against your thigh bones. Your ligaments stretch beyond their safe range. Real scenario, a 74-year-old man decided to maintain his strength. He used the leg press at half his body weight. On rep 12, his kneecap dislocated. He couldn't walk for 3 months. The safe option? Seated leg extensions, but only without ankle weights, or walking upstairs slowly. That's the real leg exercise you need. 6. Russian twists. Danger to your spine and organs. Sit on the floor. Lean back. Twist your torso side to side. Hold a weight. This exercise is a disaster for anyone with spinal stenosis, disc issues, or osteoporosis. Your vertebrae have little bone spurs. Your discs are dry and cracked. Your abdominal muscles are weaker than they were at 50. When you twist with weight, you shear your spine. That means one vertebrae slides against another. That's how hairline fractures happen. A woman in her 80s told me she wanted a tighter waist. She did Russian twists with a 5-pound weight. A week later, she couldn't stand up without screaming. The solution? Seated side bends without weight. Just your arms. That's all you need. Drop a 4 in the comments if you've ever felt back pain twisting. You've made it halfway, and you've already learned 5 exercises to avoid. But the most important point, number 7, is something your doctor may never tell you. It's not an exercise you see in a gym. It's a movement you do every single day without thinking. And it's causing more injuries to seniors than all those exercises combined. Point number 7 is coming up next. Stay with me. 7. The deep forward bend, the everyday movement that breaks backs. This is the one. The hidden danger. Bending forward at your waist to touch your toes, or pick up something from the floor, or put on your shoes. You do this dozens of times a day, and each time, you're putting your spine at risk. Here's what happens. When you bend forward with straight legs, your lower back rounds, your discs get pinched, your ligaments stretch beyond their limit. For seniors with osteoporosis, this one movement causes compression fractures. That's when a vertebra actually crushes down into itself. Real example. A 77-year-old woman bent down to pick up her dropped reading glasses. She heard a crack. She felt a pop. She stood up and couldn't straighten her back for 3 weeks. X-ray showed 3 crushed vertebrae. The fix? The golfer's pickup. Bend at your hips, not your back. Keep your back straight. Put one hand on a chair or wall for balance. Never bend at your waist with straight legs again. 8. The plank. Why holding this position hurts more than helps. Planks are everywhere. Core strength. Flat belly. Good for posture. Not for seniors. When you hold a plank, your blood pressure rises to dangerous levels. Your shoulders take massive compression. Your lower back fights to stay neutral. But here's the real problem. Planks require you to hold your breath, even if you don't realize it. That breath holding spikes your intracranial pressure. For seniors with any risk of stroke or aneurysm, this is playing Russian roulette. A 79-year-old man had a hemorrhagic stroke while holding a plank in his living room. He survived. He can no longer speak. The alternative? Standing side leans. Hold a counter. Lean left. Hold for 10 seconds. Lean right. That's safe core work. Drop a 5 in the comments if you've ever tried a plank and felt your head pounding. 9. Jumping jacks. The balance nightmare. You remember jumping jacks from gym class. They feel fun. They feel energetic. For your body at 75, they feel like a car crash. When you jump, your feet leave the ground. When you land, your ankles, knees, and hips absorb the impact. Your vestibular system, your inner ear balance center, gets confused by the up and down motion. 1 in 3 seniors falls each year. One fall can end your independence. Jumping jacks are a fall waiting to happen. Even the most fit 75-year-old can misjudge one landing. Real case. A 76-year-old former athlete did 10 jumping jacks. On the 11th, his foot caught his other ankle. He fell sideways, broke his hip, never walked without a walker again. The safe version? Marching in place, no jumping, no impact. Just lift your knees and step. 10. Pull-ups, the shoulder and wrist destroyer. This one feels obvious, but people still try. Pull-ups require you to lift your entire body weight using your back and arms. That's 150 to 200 pounds of force through your shoulder joints and wrists. At 75, your rotator cuff tendons are paper thin. Your wrist ligaments are loose. Your grip strength is half what it was at 30. One pull-up can tear your shoulder. 2 can fracture your wrist. 3 can send you to physical therapy for a year. Instead, do seated cable rows. Lightweight. Controlled movement. Watch your shoulder joints, not your ego. Let me give you the 3 most important takeaways from this video. 1. Avoid any exercise that forces your joints into extreme angles. Deep squats, behind the neck presses, and full forward bends. 2. Never jump. Jumping jacks, burpees, or any movement where both feet leave the ground, stop immediately. 3. Listen to your pain. If an exercise hurts, your body is telling you something. Don't push through. Find a safer version. Here's what I want you to take to heart. You've lived 75 years. You've earned the right to move safely. Your goal isn't to be a gym superhero. Your goal is to be independent, to play with grandkids, to walk without fear, to wake up without pain. That's the real victory. Now I need you to do 3 things. First, comment below with one word, safe. That tells me you're committed to protecting your body. Second, share this video with someone over 65 who needs to hear this warning. Your best friend, your neighbor, your brother. Send it right now. Third, subscribe to this channel and click the bell. Take care of yourself. You're worth it. I'll see you in the next video.